And today we're up in Jinotega. We are visiting FresaNica, which is a hydroponic strawberry facility up here in the mountains. The weather is so beautiful today. It is bright, but it is very cool. And we brought the family up. We are up here in the mountain region for my daughter Luciana's birthday weekend. We always do a trip away during the whenever it's her birthday. That's like what she likes to do. Normally we go to Managua, but this time we've been in Matagalpa, but we came up to Jinotega today to go tour here and do a couple other things. So we're going to take you guys along and show you around FresaNica and show you the tour and the restaurant. And we're actually up here just off, this is the main road. So Jinotega is this way. We got Matagalpa down that way. This is my favorite road in the country connecting the two. And you saw us drive this on the Jinotega episode a couple years ago with Cami. And we're here at the cafe and souvenir shop for FresaNica, but the restaurant behind me as well as the tour. So we're going to take you along on that trip right after the bump. We started our adventure by driving from Matagalpa up to Jinotega. We didn't actually go into the city proper, but we have to go most of the way there to get to FresaNica. FresaNica is a hydroponics facility that originally started with the idea that they would be growing grocery products that would be distributed throughout the country to the grocery stores and available in supermarkets throughout the country. And I just want to point out, this is a beautiful drive at very high speed. We're going to have this on Nicaragua 360 and probably on Drive Warp, so different ways of experiencing this drive will be available on our other channels. Be sure to check those out. We love it when people join our other channels. This is one of my favorite roads in the country. You get just the most beautiful views through the mountains, and we cannot possibly do it justice doing it at high speed like this or in any particular format. There is so much to absorb on this gorgeous drive between these two amazing cities. Highly, highly recommended if you're in the country and in the area enjoying the mountains at all. Make sure you do this drive. This is the main highway connecting the two. It is loaded with restaurants and activities, and Selva Negra, the famous resort, kind of outdoorsy resort, is there. And here we are arriving at FresaNica. Now, originally they thought they would be making for grocery stores, but they ended up as an attraction really in the mountains. So you can see this is a beautiful facility on the front, and they've got a bit here, more than you'd expect. And this is the restaurant directly in front of us. Of course, you can get lots of strawberry-based foods there, and the family's heading down. But what we're here for, in addition to the restaurant, of course, is the tour. We wanted to show you around, and just such a crazy, beautiful location in the mountains. I love Jinotega. This is, and Jinotega is the, kind of surprising to me, most popular location for topics on my videos, and I don't get up there enough because it is really far away. So you go past, this is the restaurant on the left, riding down, and the tour is down here on the right. Now, it's not that big of a facility. It's actually relatively small, but it's really well known throughout the country because it's locally grown strawberries, which is a big deal. So we're heading down to go to the tour, and it's not expensive. It's a few dollars per person. You go down and you get a guided tour that goes probably about 15 minutes. It's not super long. Here we are walking in. At the end of the tour, by the way, they do give you some strawberries and they give you a smoothie. So that's included in the price of admission, and they are delicious. So worth it for that alone, maybe. This is the hydroponic facility. This is the cocoa or coconut husk based substrates that are in those bags, and the strawberries are grown within them. So I happen to have studied hydroponic growing, and actually my wife, who's there in the video, and I went on our very first formal date back in 2001 to a hydroponic lecture at Cornell University, given by a combination of Cornell and the Johnson Space Center with NASA. So I've always had a very strong interest in hydroponics going back to the 1990s, and my wife has always found it very interesting as well, being a biologist. It's an area that she finds very interesting. So this guy here works for the facility. You can see the size of the groups we got in there, and he basically explained the hydroponics and the specifics that they use there at FresaNica. Now, unfortunately, as far as we know, these tours are only in Spanish. They may be available in English, but not at this time, maybe at peak season or something. So we had to do it in Spanish, which for us, no big deal. But if you're looking to learn about hydroponics, just be aware if you only speak English, you may be disappointed that you may not be able to get a tour in your native language. But it's a nice facility. The tour was nice. Doesn't last very long, but it's not expensive. It is something very different to do in the country. We're always looking for these little, adventurous change of pace or whatever. And the kids did appreciate it. They weren't like super excited because it is just learning how they grow strawberries. But it was a neat thing. They did learn new stuff. They did get to see hydroponics firsthand. It was just something different. It was in the most beautiful location, all very well done. While he's talking, I just want to remind you guys, anything you want to know, any contact information, just get down in the show notes. We have information on how to contact me, how to get on our social media, how to sponsor the show by buying me a coffee or whatever. And just head down there and leave a comment. Of course, say hello, ask questions, whatever. So after the tour, headed up to the restaurant. That's kind of the highlight for us. We definitely wanted to dig in and get some food. We did this early in the morning, so we were hungry. So we went up, we did breakfast, and got, my kids would be absolutely upset if I didn't mention their signature, and I don't know the exact name, but they have a signature strawberry dessert thing. It's kind of like whipped cream and ice cream and probably condensed milk and strawberries, and it was their highlight of this entire trip that we did up to the mountains. They said was that drink. It was such a good, delicious dessert. So well worth checking it out. But the restaurant in general was quite good. Breakfast was good. They have a decent menu for lunch. We just didn't get to stay for that. So you can see the family here enjoying it. And that was our day at FresaNica in Jinotega, Nicaragua. So glad you guys were able to come along and join us. Thanks for joining me and my family up here at FresaNica in Jinotega, Nicaragua. If you'd like to help support the channel, you can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Scott Allen Miller. As always, get down in the show notes and check out all the stuff we have down there. We got our social media feed. If you want to see like photos of my day as I'm doing stuff, know where I am. We go to Nika Loro, check out my photo collection on Nikagram. I got a bus coming by that doesn't quite fit. And the roads are very tight out here and people drive very fast. It's a little bit rough. And I have no sidewalk to stand on, so I'm actually standing on the road. But check out Nika Loro. You can go see like what I'm doing day to day. Nikagram, where I collect my photographs. Everything's in the show notes. If you want to send in a video question, we'd love to get you guys on the show. Again, everything's in the show notes. Of course, get in the comments, say hello, ask questions. Love getting interaction from you guys. Thursdays, we do a live stream. Hop on there. Great time to interact with me, with other people from the show. A lot of fun. We do it for hours. It's like a big thing. Spend your Thursday evenings with us. Krakatonia open and hang out. Great time to just connect and ask questions in real time and get feedback from more people than just me. Anyway, do all those things. Remember to support us. Hit that like button. Share on social media. Tell someone about this show. Send it a link to them or whatever. And I will see all of you tomorrow.